targeting the colorectal cancer stem cell. Colon cancer. Colon cancer is a cancer of the large intestine, which is the final part of your digestive tract.
Colon cancer is the leading preventable cause of death in the U.S. Everybody should know that colon cancer is preventable by doing screening colonoscopies. We can remove those precancerous polyps and therefore prevent cancers and save lives.
Polyps and early tumors are often not symptomatic. So it's not as though one can wait for symptoms to develop, then see the doctor and expect that then one will have the best outcomes.
The idea is that you want to go in at least 10 years before a problem is going to occur. So typically, the peak years for colon cancer develop in the 60s, and that's the reason we stop looking at 50.
But you go to your colonoscopy, they give you a little sedation, and the next thing you know, you're waking up saying, "Are we done?" It is no big deal. The next point is, who is at increased risk over the general population? People who have a family history of colorectal polyps or cancer are at increased risk, so they need to be screened earlier. Other issues that put you at increased risk. It's known that patients with Crohn's and ulcerative colitis are at increased risk for colorectal cancer.
We know that there are subgroups who are at higher risk. A particular group of concern is African Americans. They have a higher risk of colorectal cancer and may also have a higher risk of dying of colorectal cancer.
When anyone's diagnosed with colon cancer, they will be examined for a gene called RAS and some other genes that help tell us if a certain treatment might be more effective or less effective, and to help determine that their family may have a higher than average cancer incidence.
Patients often ask what they can do in their daily life to decrease the risk of colon or rectal cancer. There is evidence that a healthy diet, rich in fruits and vegetables, low in fat, high in fiber, may be beneficial. Avoiding smoking, maintaining a good weight, diminishing the risk factors that may lead to diabetes and metabolic syndrome. All of these things can decrease the risk of forming polyps or developing colorectal cancer.
Like all common cancers, if you can catch them early and take them out, they are quite curable, and so surgery is still a mainstay for this cancer unless it's spread outside the colon.
Those patients basically have nodal involvement of their cancer. So those patients benefit from surgical resection of the tumor, followed by 6 months of chemotherapy.
But even in stage 4 patients, where we used to say this was incurable and that sort of thing, we have found that we've had great success in treating patients with stage 4 cancers.
Our chemotherapies are so much better than they were 10 years ago. It's not the same disease anymore. We have the ability to control the disease, eradicate the disease, and so very challenging situations are brought under control and patients are cured. The number of people that I've taken care of that have been told that this is it and that we've cured of cancer, that have gone on to live many, many years, is really remarkable.
So for patients thinking about where they can get outstanding care, what we promise is that we will evaluate their condition very carefully and bring the best that is available in current medical science to improve their health outcomes and also to make available to them the latest research. So whether somebody has a simpler condition or a more complicated condition, we aim to provide that for the patient and to serve their needs.
Stem cells. They are unspecialized cells capable of renewing themselves through cell division. They can be induced to become tissue or organ-specific cells with special functions.
Hey there, welcome to Life Noggin. Over the course of human history, medicine has come quite a long way. Centuries ago, we thought the body was composed of different liquids called humors. And if you were unlucky enough to get sick during this time, your blood would have been withdrawn in a process known as bloodletting. Gross. In modern times, we can give antibiotics, perform open heart surgery, and even operate on the brain. However, one of the newest advances in medicine is stem cell research. You may have heard of stem cells before, but there is a lot of mystery about what they actually do. Why is this such a promising new field? Well, to answer this, let's shrink down to the size of the cell. Normal cells in the body are specialized. We have neurons in the brain, red blood cells in our blood, and cells that make up your muscles and bones. All of these cells carry the same DNA, which is unique to you, unless you're an identical twin. But what makes the cells different is that some of them have certain genes turned either on or off. The genes are encoded in the DNA, which is all the same, but the gene expression is different. This means that the genes expressed in a red blood cell are different than the genes expressed in a lung cell. And that lung cell will always stay a lung cell. It will not change into a red blood cell one day. However, stem cells can. Stem cells are unspecialized cells that give rise to specialized cells in a process called differentiation. When a stem cell divides, the new cells can either remain as stem cells or become other cells with a specialized function, like muscle cells. There's a lot of cell talk, but we're going to keep going. There are two main types of stem cells, those found in adults and those found in embryos. Somatic or adult stem cells can be used to repair and maintain the tissues in which they are found. These can be found in the brain, skin, and bone marrow. In fact, during a bone marrow transplant, stem cells are injected into a patient whose bone marrow is damaged somehow. The unspecialized stem cells then create new bone marrow, allowing for the body to produce healthy blood cells again. Stem cells can also be used for organ and tissue regeneration. If the cells differentiate in just the right way, they can act as a renewable source of replacement cells. For example, stem cells beneath the skin can be used to make skin grafts for burn victims. And this could eliminate our reliance on organ donation and make the wait list for transplants a lot shorter. Stem cells also have the potential to replace damaged brain tissue, treating diseases like Alzheimer's and Parkinson's. Furthermore, embryonic stem cells can differentiate and form insulin-producing cells that can treat people with type 1 diabetes. And the list of treatments goes on and on and on. The main controversy with stem cells, however, involves those taken from embryos. It's important to note that these cells are not obtained from fertilized eggs in a woman's body. Instead, they are gathered from eggs in an in vitro fertilization clinic. These are the eggs that were not implanted in a mother's uterus and were willingly donated for research purposes. But this does beg the question of whether or not a life was destroyed in the process, which ultimately leads to the debate. The use of stem cells are seemingly endless, and we've come a long way since our humble beginnings, and will hopefully continue to advance. So tell me, have you had any experience with stem cells or organ donation? Or maybe you know someone who has? I'd love to hear your or their story. And if not, let us know in the comment section below what you want us to talk about next. Make sure you come back every Monday and Thursday for a brand new video. And if you want even more Life Noggin, check out this awesome video we did on the science of allergies. And make sure you're following us on Facebook and Twitter. Links are below. As always, I am Blocko. This has been Life Noggin. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to keep on thinking.
Applications in medicine. Colon cancer is the third cancer mostly found in men and women. There are no symptoms in this disease, so it's important to get regular screening. It can be avoided through living a healthy lifestyle.
Here is the way that colon cancer will be presented in terms of symptoms.
Results. Tumor initiating or cancer stem cells are suggested to be responsible for tumor initiation and growth. Isolation of cancer stem cells from colon carcinomas can be accomplished by selection of a subpopulation of tumor cells based on expression of one or multiple cells. surface markers associated with cancer stemness. Identification of colon cancer stem cells will lead to a better rationale for new therapies that aim to target this fraction specifically. Pros and cons. Pros: it's a frequent disease, meaning its treatment is known. The use of stem cells provide a great innovation. They have an important role in cancer spread and recurrence. Cons: it's a disease very aggressive. It has taken many lives. Treatment is very long and expensive.
The theory of the cancer stem cell is a recent concept that has led us to re-evaluate our approach to this disease. At the European Cancer Stem Cell Research Institute, we are bringing together the best minds from a range of fields to better understand cancer stem cells and their potential to deliver new therapies.
Cancer stem cells are a very small proportion of tumour cells, which, through slow symmetric and asymmetric division, can maintain their own population by endless self-renewal, and give rise to the bulk of the tumour, by producing fast-dividing progenitor cells, which can differentiate into a variety of cancer cell types. A significant property of cancer stem cells is their ability to spread cancer to other areas of the body. They do this by breaking away from the bulk of the tumour, entering the bloodstream and circulating around the body, where they can invade other tissues and start the process of tumour formation from scratch. This deadly process is called metastasis, and is a major contributor of cancer-related deaths.
Also of great significance is the resistance of cancer stem cells to conventional therapy. Current therapies tend to kill the fast-dividing cells in the bulk of the tumour, but they will also spare the slower-dividing cancer stem cell. These may survive and drive regrowth of the tumour. This is why we need to develop therapies that kill the cancer stem cells specifically. Unfortunately, even cancer stem cell specific therapy may not always be a cure, as the bulk of the tumour cells left behind may develop the ability to convert back into cancer stem cells and so drive tumour recurrence.
But if cancer stem cell targeted therapies are integrated with current cancer treatments, all of the cells within the tumour will be targeted together, destroying the bulk tumour cells before they get the chance to convert back into cancer stem cells. It is hoped this new strategy will increase the number of cases which can be cured for good.
Here at the European Cancer Stem Cell Research Institute, we are developing new therapies through a better understanding of cancer stem cells and their properties. To achieve this, each of our teams is focusing on a different type of cancer and different methods for eliminating these pernicious and dangerous cells.
Conclusion: colorectal cancer is a lethal disease if it's diagnosed in its advanced stages. Different methods are being developed to treat colorectal cancer. One of them is the use of stem cells, which may offer an effective treatment for colorectal cancer.
¿Tenés? Sí. Ese es el único que tenía, por si acaso. El otro está en el tren.
No es tu prima.
No, el otro está en el tren. Mi perro me lo trae hoy día. Ya estoy alcohólico. Hi, good morning. Ya, déjame hacer el mío primero. Yo tengo que hacer el otro todavía.
Por eso, pues.
Ya, por eso déjame hacer el mío y ahí haces el tuyo. El mío es rápido.
El mío es rápido. ¿Qué es eso? Es algo que me pasaría a mí. Mira, ni siquiera puedo decir esto.
Docosa hexaonic acid. ¿Qué? ¿Eso existe en español?
DHA.
Docosa
Docosa